Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I want to do the Drizzle bloom technique again, and I've chosen like sunset colors, so a yellow, a orange and a pink, and I'm using here the Write in Drawings from Octopus. I have the latest disc mold from MoldsandShapes. It has a diameter from 20 centimeter, and it's the last one they needed to do in their disc mold collection. So yeah, I'm happy that they have this size now because it's perfect for cake stands as well in combination with the other sizes. Anyway, you see me now drizzling my colors. So I just want to get some beautiful blendings, which I think I cannot get always like with a dirty pour. So that's why I'm drizzling. And I think in this way you get really awesome effects in shallow molds. So you see me just drizzling everything. And I was asked in one of my my earlier videos what the ratios are. So for this mold, I took 50 grams of each color. So 50, because some people sometimes think I say 15, but it's 50. And I added so much of the drops how I like the color. I wanted it to be more vibrant. So this is just your color choice, how you want to pour and how intensive you want to do your colors. Just don't make them too dark. They still need to be transparent. So I'm drizzling, and I'm using here the Radium Flow resin from Dipon. It's a medium viscosity resin, but this technique also works, of course, with the ultracast resin, but also with the Art Pro resin. These are the resins I know where this technique works very well. So now I have here the Interference Pearl. It's from Etta Art, and I also used 50 grams for this color. And yeah, just don't make it too opaque, but also not too transparent. So just find your right ratio. I always have like a bigger scoop of the interference pearl in my clear resin. And I love the effects of the interference colors because they are so vibrant, it's so beautiful. Anyway, so now I have pigment drops and I mixed them with the Enoki from Octopus Fluids. And you can see I'm drizzling again. I'm using here 60 grams, so slightly more. I put 2 really big spritz of the Enoki in my cup and 2 drops of the pigment drops. So I'm very curious how this is gonna work, because I find that Enoki just sometimes sucks the colors and then gives the beautiful effects. So I thought I make it a little bit heavier by adding also the pigment drops, and I'm very curious how this is gonna work. Yeah, and now I just need to clean up my mess a little bit, because when you are drizzling, you make a mess. So I need to see that I just clean my edges a little bit. But you can already see from the edges that the resin is moving towards the center. And I give you a tiny time lapse because I waited a little bit before I poured my clear center so that I could see the resin is moving a little bit. And then you see it here. I am pouring just a little bit of clear resin into the center because I wanted to add some stones. And yeah, I know some people don't like the center when they are like stones, but I thought I need to have this little bit of the highlight in my resin piece. But this is always a matter of taste, how you like it. And yeah, I will add the stones in there. I'm not sure at the moment which stones I took. I think, also looking where do I have what I want to have. So it's always, you know, me running around. It takes a little bit, but I'm back in a second, I guess. And yeah, I found some silver stones, which I thought they would match very well because I didn't want to use gold. Maybe I should have used gold, but in this case, I thought I take silver. And now I'm just placing them into the center and I'm pushing them down a little bit and make sure that I have them how I want to have them. So sometimes with those glitters or stones, you need to be careful on the amount you are using. Is it matching with your resin piece? Trust me, I'm also not always perfect with placing my stones or my glitters or whatsoever. So, and now I'm also adding some of these white stones, which I really love, you know, and I think you saw me adding them many times. I actually found them again in Germany in the Teddy, so I'm glad because I almost ran out of the stones and I don't know how I did it because it's a big bottle or a big jar, but well. Anyway, I placed them and now I just let my resin work and we see each other later for the demolding. So, and this is now the next day and you see it's still bendy. I poured in the evening and this is now in the morning. And it's good that it's still bending because I wanted to do a little bowl, just a simple bowl, so I can just place it into another bowl. But anyway, first let's have a look for what I've done and you can see how the resin moved from that side. The back side or the pouring side is pretty, but let's have a look for the other side. So yeah, I try to be careful because it's still bendy. And you see, I'm struggling a little bit. It was early in the morning, but anyway, look at this. Don't you think it looks like sunset? Really beautiful colors. And I love to work with those right in drawings. They're really beautiful. And because of the interference pearl, you get this wonderful sheen. Really love the blendings. It's very beautiful. I think it would make also a nice cake stand. And this is something I consider also to make a cake stand using this technique. Maybe different colors, I don't know, but it's, yeah, I just love it. So I'm just grabbing my bowl, my silver bowl, and then I just place my resin piece in there so it can shape to a bowl. But look at the blendings. I'm so happy with this. It's so a natural blending and it's very evenly in everything. Also, I don't know if this is really a crackle effect, but these effects are just amazing. It's like a sunset petal effect. I don't know, but don't worry, I don't give it another name. It's for me the Drizzle bloom technique, and yeah, I just love it. I'm so happy that it works so well, and with the Enoki, it's wonderful because, like I said, the Enoki is sucking the colors, and there you see the final result of my bowl. I didn't paint the edge because I just love it how it is, and you will see the edges also in a second. It's very beautiful. Yeah, with this result, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching and I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.